Tonight on Stripped Down, Jay Sempko, Josh Palmer,
What are you doing?
Teresa Sokerka.
You, me, Robert Palmer.
Are we still on the air? You are watching Stripped Down, Saskatchewan's only one-hour local music showcase, the show that brings the venue to you in the comfort of your own living room. I'm your host, Curtis Anderson, and tonight on Stripped Down's 49th episode, all the way from Moose Jaw, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Palmer. Steve Palmer in the Shaw TV studios tonight. You're watching Stripped Down, episode 49.
Working for me officially February of 2010.
We'll talk about your dates in a little bit because you may be the most book-solid act we've ever had on Stripped Down. Your dates go all the way to 2010. I've never seen that before of anybody we've had on Stripped Down. It's a true story.
There you are.
Okay, what's next? Song number two.
Well, song number two is a song of mine called I Thought I Saw Jesus on Main Street.
Okay.
And here it goes.
Take it away, sir.
Thought I saw Jesus on Main Street, walking to a shuffling beat. He had soul, mama, he had soul. Talking to the hips and freaks, putting down this cool mystique like he knows what he knows. Everyone can see the walls between us. What keeps you in sometimes keeps you out. Everyone deserves an explanation of why some do with and some without. what this world is all about and how come he's out there standing in the rain. Everyone can see the walls between us. What keeps you safe sometimes locks you out. Everyone deserves an explanation why some do with and some without. What this world is all about and how come he's out there standing in the rain. I thought I saw the Virgin Mary packing groceries at the cash and carry with a smile so sweet it shook me to my toes. I thought I saw Jesus on Main Street looking like you, looking like me. He was a poor boy a long way from home. He was a long poor boy a long way from home.
Song number 2 from Steve Palmer. That was, sir?
Thought I saw Jesus on Main Street.
All right, what was that about?
Well, I saw a street guy one day, and my friend thought he looked a lot like Christ, and I thought, well, it'd be interesting if Christ did come back. Maybe you'd see him down there.
Where did you see him?
Well, we saw him in kind of a rougher area, Victoria, BC, actually.
And that is kind of where you're from before you moved to Moose Jaw, right?
Yeah, we were living on, my girlfriend Lorraine and I were living on Vancouver Island, partly in Victoria, Nanaimo.
Are you a native of BC?
No, Edmonton originally.
Okay, so Edmonton. Yeah. We'll get your whole story a little later. We'll
yeah.
talk about the whole evolution of your music and where you've been across Canada and everything. But first of all, what are we going to hear tonight? You've got 3 discs, is that correct?
3 CDs out, yeah. I'm probably doing songs off the 2 there.
Okay.
Roots and Strings and Morning Road CDs.
These are the 2 most recent, I'm guessing?
That's the 2 most recent and the 2 most rootsy. My first CD, Rolling Down in Nashville, has got a lot of more of a country flavor to it and that.
Why the change between the first and the
well,
second and third?
I was running a country band in Edmonton, and I wanted to get recording, and it seemed simplest to kind of get the country band together and get them into a friend's studio and break the ice. But then I found I'm working single all the time and working more folk clubs and acoustic things, and the songs work better with a band.
What do you prefer? Single? What do you prefer, single or with the band?
Oh, I don't know. I did a gig a little while ago with the band. A couple of the fellows, one fellow from the Rusty Augers and another fellow from this Brain Sauce band, and it was fun having a live bass player and drummer. So I guess as long as I don't have to, I don't have too much responsibility in hiring them all the time. It's fun to have a band. This is one I wrote. This one actually back in the '70s. It's called "It's a Wonderful Night."
Writing back in the '70s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a wonderful night. Moon came calling at my window. A fabulous sight, bathed in the world in a moon glow. And I've got some time I've been wasting around here. I think I'll go where it's perfectly clear. It's a wonderful night. Moon calling on me. The stars are so bright, twinkle and glow all above me. It's a feeling so right, it's a feeling like somebody loves me. And somewhere in the back of my nebulous mind, there's a secret I'll be hoping to find on a wonderful night. Stars shining on me. Why couldn't it be that way? With the moon shining bright, stars in my eyes, and I'm on my way. It's a wonderful night, the moon came calling on me. La 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 da 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 da. Why couldn't it be like that? Got the moonshine bright, stars in my eyes, and I'm on my way. It's a wonderful night, the moon came calling on me. Moon calling on me, moon calling on me.
Steve Palmer in the Shaw TV studios tonight. We have to take our first commercial break. But before we do that,
Don't touch that dial. More Strip Down after this.
.ca.
Do you know where stuff goes once it's flushed down the toilet? It travels down pipes under our streets to a sewage treatment plant. There it is cleaned up through a variety of processes before it is sent back out in our lakes or rivers. The problem occurs when people flush things down the toilet like makeup, cleaning supplies, and some pharmaceuticals that the sewage treatment plant can't clean up. They are dumped untreated into our waterways, which other people depend on for their drinking water. Some cities continue to dump their sewage untreated into our waterways, while others are using innovative thinking to reuse sewage byproducts as fertilizer. What can you do? Be sure to properly dispose of any chemicals or unused medicine at your city's hazardous waste disposal site. It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think? For more information on how you can be more water aware, visit waterunderfire.ca.
You are watching Strip Down. Steve Palmer in the Shaw TV studios tonight.
The only rule on Strip Down is there are no rules.
Okay. Well, here's Blind Blake's rag for you.
All right.
Am I reading this correct? You opened for Led Zeppelin?
Yeah.
What? That's what I get for not reading this ahead of time.
Well, just as a guitar player in the band.
That's The Who, Cream, Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I usually only read the like first paragraph of these, and then I just kind of, because I don't want Stripped Down to be too formulaic.
Yeah.
I was reading that as you were playing. That blew my mind.
Well, yeah, it was pretty
Bah.
cool, you know. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
You've
Well,
had quite the career.
Well, that was not really me. That was a band. That was
Yeah, but
another
still.
time. And our band did well, and the local promoter just put us on all the shows because we'd just work our tails off and get ready for them. And yeah, so we wound up doing opening for just about everybody that came through.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. We were in
epic.
Seventh Heaven. Yeah, we loved it. And,
Okay, well, let's build towards that. How did this get going? I love this because most people, when they talk about their influences,
yeah.
you know, influences from the 70s, they're just
Yeah.
listening to their older brothers or their parents' CDs. But
Oh, yeah.
you actually got to see some of that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So how did this get going? The whole music thing. Steve Palmer.
I was more of a folky.
Yeah.
And late 50s, there was kind of a folk music revival, and I got caught up in that. So Pete Seeger and Lead Belly and all those sort of cats, you know. So when I started playing in bands, then, we did a lot of Stones and those sort of groups, but we always kept doing kind of what they call folk rock.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Dylan did that in
Oh, yeah.
'65 with Tambourine Man and that. So
Were you being
that kinda-
facetious when you asked me before if I knew who Bob Dylan was?
I was.
Okay, good. Just
Yeah.
making sure.
Oh, no, should definitely. I'm sure everybody is well aware. Bob just played in Regina here, I guess, and did a great show. I really
Okay.
seem to like it. I haven't seen Bob Dylan live for a long, long time, but I'd like to meet him someday.
Okay, so you were born out in Edmonton, Alberta.
Yeah, 1948.
Okay, well, what took you to, was it music? Took you out to the coast?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've always enjoyed the coast, so I finally moved out there, and I was doing a lot of playing and playing a lot of folk music clubs and.
And that was
getting a
with
lot
the
of
bands that
encouragement.
would...
No, that's later on. I was working single.
Okay.
And I started, I had a few years in taking care of my mom when she got into her 90s. She got Alzheimer's. And so I had a few years of taking care of her. So I started working singles instead of being in bands. And that got me back writing songs again. And so then I moved out to the coast after she passed on and got to do a lot of the folk music clubs. And they're really supportive out there. They're really, they do open stage segments and everybody gets to get up and do a song or two. And then you have the featured act. And so I did a lot of those open stages.
So how much of your life has been music?
Well, it's my 43rd year of gigging, but I'd say I've
Yeah.
been listening right from the cradle. I mean,
Crazy.
Oh yeah,
That's
I mean-
awesome.
I mean, you always have that connection to it, eh?
Yeah.
I can remember as a kid, I'd go off to sleep and there'd be, Mr. Sandman, send me a dream. It'd be sort of running through my head, and they'd put me out to play in the street. I'd be on the sunny side of the street.
So what's the best gig you've ever had?
Most best
memorable?
gig? Oh, most memorable was
That
probably.
sounds like it's probably going to be tough to pick one.
No, I would say I'd say last week I did
What?
two great ones. Well, that's most in my memory. Maybe I've just got short-term memory now. I did a wonderful one in Princeton with these folks who are wildlife filmmakers, and they gave me a copy of this beautiful film on grizzly bears. Charlie Russell living with the grizzlies in Russia, beautiful film, and so we did a beautiful show there in Princeton. And they got busy and they did a whole set behind me. So it's a whole living room set behind me. There was a couch and a lamp and a fireplace and the whole thing, And then right after that, I played in Willow Valley, Alberta, which is kind of a little one-room schoolhouse there. And I've got some friends run a dude ranch there, so I got the chance to. So I had 4 or 5 beautiful days in the mountains with the fresh air and everything, and it was fantastic.
I don't want to sound like I'm patting myself on the back, but I think I've got a pretty good life. You sort of have a way better life than I do.
Oh.
Some amazing stuff you're hitting me with. Let's get
Yeah.
to some more music.
Sure.
I'm reeling with the information overload. What's next?
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to do one here called "Take a Ride with Me."
Okay, and is this on one of the discs?
This is off my Roots and Strings CD, and it's kind of one of those. Plug the CD for me.
And
thanks.
how can people get your music, Steve?
Well, basically, iTunes is the simplest place, and otherwise off my website,
Okay.
spmusic.ca.
Okay.
And otherwise live at my shows. It seems to be a nice spot to meet folks, and some of them like to take home a copy of my music with them.
And if people really, really want to get in contact with you, you actually have posted your mailing address on your website, and people can mail you,
Oh, sure.
and
yeah.
they'll send it
Yeah.
out. That's pretty good.
Or they can email me, if they want to know the lyrics to a song or something.
You're a trusting person.
Well, try to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to the next song then.
Take a ride with me.
Take it away, Steve.
Well, early in the morning, about the break of dawn, better get ready. We're gonna get gone. Take a ride with me. Take a ride with me. Get on your shades, you gotta look cool. It's a special holiday and there ain't no school. Take a ride with me. Take a ride with me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Take a ride with me. Take a ride with me. When we get to Alberta, we'll give them a cheer. If we're not going too fast, we can make Toronto in about 10 years when we don't run out of gas. Pick up the pace, put your foot down, get this thing moving, make the wheels go round. Take a ride with me. Take a ride with me. Ooh, 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 take a ride with me. Take a ride with me. Now the first stop is the Stampede City, where the cowgirls sing the blues. Then on up to Big E Town, where I'm gonna pay my dues. Saskatoon on to Regina, Thunder Bay, February, and nothing could be finer. Take a ride with me. Take a ride with me. Ooh, 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 take a ride with me. Take a ride with me. Take a ride with me, baby. Take a ride with me.
Steve Palmer in the Shock TV studios tonight. Okay, that was Take a Ride with Me again.
Yeah, take a ride with me.
And I left the disc somewhere. Oh, there they are. So is this the newest one?
No, Morning Road's my new one.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are the discs doing?
Pretty
Feedback?
good.
Positive feedback from them?
Positive feedback, yeah. One reviewer called The Roots and Strings a jewel of an album.
A jewel of an album.
Yeah, and he said, I don't know if you recognize this reference, but he said, I look like I should be selling oatmeal on TV.
I do. I can't remember that gentleman's name, though.
Wilford Brimley.
Yes, Wilford Brimley. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know if Wilford Brimley segues into anything, so we're just going to start fresh yet. What brought you to Moose Jaw? We're kind of going through your...
We saw the town in 2006. I played Moose Jaw in 1967.
Okay.
Actually.
So you just felt it was time to come back?
Well, you know, we got to play the Temple Gardens, which was a beautiful old hall back then. And it was great. But just we came back into Moose Jaw and it just felt like the whole town had been in a time lock or something, you know. It's just all the beautiful brick buildings and that great old downtown they've got. Yeah, we just love the energy of the place. And we wanted to get off the island. I was touring more, and it's hard to tour from the island. You're always lined up and waiting for the ferry boat to come and go, you know.
It must be a pretty big jump, though, going from the coast to Moose Jaw.
Well, Lorraine came out in the stone cold of winter and decided she could handle it. So I said, okay, then we'll do it, you know.
How much of prairie living goes into your songs now?
Well, I'm not so sure about that. I'm starting to get a few...
Surroundings don't matter when you're songwriting?
You know, I write so much when I'm driving, but I can't say they're really influenced by that yet. But I'm just sort of opening the taps on it. So
how do you safely write while you drive?
Well, I've got a
I had a
Yeah.
image of kind of driving with your foot. No.
Oh no. I've got
Okay.
I've got a little dictation thing from some Circuit City. So
Okay.
I just hit, bump, and put it down. You know. So I'm not trying to scroll and write things while I'm driving.
Yes.
That's about
Public service announcement.
Yeah.
Don't be doing that.
And don't eat donuts and drink coffee while you're driving.
But 2 good years in Moose Jaw?
Yeah, 2 great years in Moose Jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, starting into our 3rd.
And it's easier to tour from here, you think?
It's great, yeah.
Nice.
It's really great. Yeah, now we're starting to get a few openings in Ontario and that, so
Good.
it'd be nice just right in the middle of the map, you know.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right, we have to gear up for another commercial break, but do you want to do one more song before we get there?
Sure.
I want to talk about the guitar maybe after the next commercial break too, because that's kind of a special guitar. But yeah, well, let's do another song.
Okay, I'll do one here called My Old Hometown.
Your old hometown.
Yeah.
All right, take it away.
I'm going back to my old hometown. Wish I could be there tonight. Though there's no one left there to pick up the phone or to leave on a light. But I could be there just about dawn, and how that sun would rise as it lights up all my dusty old memories, makes them shine so bright. Going home there by the break of day. Going home, and I'll be on my way. Places I once knew that I thought I outgrew, I'm bet now they've all changed. And the people I meet there will just see a stranger if they still remember my name. For time is a gamble and I've had my chances. I know I've left it too long. But there's something I need and it keeps calling me back to my old hometown. Going home there by the break of day. Going home, and I'll be on my way. I've been doing okay, I've been making it pay. Not gonna put it all down, but there's something I need and it keeps calling me back to my old hometown. Back to my old hometown.
You are watching Strip Down. That man is Steve Palmer. We have to take our second commercial break, but stick around. We got lots more Steve Palmer coming up right after this.
Don't go anywhere. More Strip Down after this.
You've seen a Canadian $1 coin, so you're probably familiar with the common loon. It's no surprise that this water bird represents our country. Have you ever sat by a lake and listened to the loon's haunting calls? You probably wonder what all the noise is about. Its calls can mean anything from, "I'm over here," to "stay away." Humans enjoy Canadian lakes just as much as loons do. But if we're not careful, the wake from our boats can destroy their nests. And lead sinkers and jigs can poison and kill loons if they swallow them. So here's how you can help. Keep boats away from nesting areas and swimming birds, especially ones with chicks too young to dive or fly away. And if you're fishing, use non-lead sinkers and jigs so you won't harm the loons. And that's just a start. If you go to hww.ca, you can learn more about loons and find ideas on how to help protect Canada's wildlife. That's hww.ca.
Stephen Palmer, back to you.
Yes.
So I called you Steven there. I put an N on because
That's good. That's good.
I looked a couple sites with Steven, Steve. Let's get to more music. Thank you
Yes.
for taking that brief interlude.
Oh, my pleasure.
Hey,
My
you
pleasure.
switched guitars while we were yakking.
Yeah, and I'm definitely going to switch to Shaw after this too.
Thank you. There we go. Talk really quickly about the guitar. That guitar has a story.
Well, this is a 12-string guitar. It's like I started out on, but it's not the same one.
No.
But it's one of those moments in life. I was in a vintage instrument shop and I was looking for a 12-string, and the guy said, well, he's got one in the back and he didn't want to sell it to some kid. And so that's when I discovered it wasn't a kid anymore.
And you're like, hey, I once opened for Led Zeppelin. And he was like, just have this.
Yes, that was
Just
it.
have this.
Just the sheer generosity. I get that all the time.
Let me touch your hand. It's kind of the mood I'm in right now. I almost fell over when I read that.
Yeah, great band.
Do people make a big deal about that? Like you're being pretty humble about it. But
Well, no.
I would
well,
give
we-
appendages to be able to say
we weren't on the same level as Led Zeppelin
Well,
for sure, but we were on the same
you're
stage.
on the same
briefly.
stage.
It was great. I'd say we had far more interaction with the Who,
Yeah.
more interaction with Clapton than we did with Led Zeppelin. You know, it was different venues and that sort of thing. But it was pretty cool. You know, Jimmy Page played his guitar with a violin bow, and Robert Plant did his thing, and it was pretty cool to be watching that from backstage. And yeah, it was all great.
Let's get to more music.
Okay.
I'm still speechless.
All right.
All right, what's up next?
Little song of mine called "Let It Shine."
Let It Shine? Is Let It Shine off one of these discs?
It is off the Roots and Strings CD.
Bah, there
That's
we go.
the one there. Yeah.
All right. Good delay on that, Curtis. Take it away, sir.
Well, this little light's gonna shine for me, help me through this night. This old heart better keep on beating till I get it right. I wanna let it shine until that bright tomorrow, let it shine. And I would beg, steal, or borrow to let it shine. And this old heart's been a friend to me, he's taken all I've given. Been knocked down a time or two, but Lord, it keeps on ticking, gonna let it shine. Till that bright tomorrow, let it shine. And I would beg, steal, or borrow to let it shine. So if you're standing in the shadow, there's no hiding from the light. And if I'm weary from my travels, Lord, I'm holding steady right on track. I'm so ready, don't hold me back. I want to shine, shine, shine. Feel that bright tomorrow, let it shine, shine, shine. Take away my sorrows, let it shine, shine, shine. Oh, I will beg, steal, or borrow, let it shine. So if you're standing in the shadow, there's no hiding from the light. And if I'm weary from my travels, Lord, I'm holding steady right on track. I'm so ready, don't hold me back. I want to shine, shine, shine. Till that bright tomorrow, let it shine, shine, shine. Take away my sorrows, let it shine, shine, shine. Oh, I will beg, steal, or borrow to let it shine. Oh, let it shine, shine, shine. Till that bright tomorrow, let it shine, shine, shine. Take away my sorrows, let it shine, shine, shine. Oh, I will beg, steal, or borrow to let it shine. Beg, steal, or borrow, let it shine.
I'll wait till Jesse comes down the ladder here. That's a dedicated cameraman.
Right on.
Up on the ladder, getting the over-the-head shots. Okay, that last song,
Cool.
sir, was?
Let it shine.
And what was that song about?
It's all about let it shine.
Way to stonewall me there. Does it go any deeper than that?
Not really a lot, no.
All right.
No, it's just all about just doing your thing, you know, just getting it out there.
Well, let's switch gears and talk about the camera case then. That is a fantastic
the
camera.
guitar case, sir?
The
Guitar case?
camera case. What am I talking
Guitar
about?
case,
Guitar
yeah.
case.
No, that's a Kelton case. They're made in Calgary, Alberta. A lot of people around the world feel those are the best instrument cases on the planet.
And I'm guessing that's what the special guitar goes in, right?
Yeah, it goes right in there. It's custom fitted for it, and they make violin cases, mandolin cases, the whole thing. Kelton, they're made in Calgary.
There we go.
Yeah,
All right.
best guitar cases on the planet.
So we've talked about your illustrious career. Most
Yes.
people would assume you'd be slowing down by now, but in fact, it's pretty much the opposite. Again, I looked on your webpage. You have dates booked all the way into 2010. That's ambitious, sir.
Well, I'm trying to get ahead to 2011, actually. but-
Really.
Yeah. Well, the best
Do you
gigs
do all
are-
like the booking yourself?
Yeah. I tell everybody I play guitar and telephone. Because, well, just over the years, you wind up having to, to take care of things yourself because, it works out a lot better the more in charge you take, So I get used to that. So I'm pretty good at cold calling and all that sort of thing.
So is this like 100% your livelihood?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That in
long
itself
time.
is a feat.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had someone on Strip Down that just does this for a living. To be
I'm the
perfectly
only. I
honest.
think I'm the only musician I know who actually has an RSP and owns his own home.
That's crazy.
Outside of
you.
Randy Bachman, maybe.
Yeah.
You know. I'm sure Randy owns a few.
You've hitting us with so much information tonight. Again, it's episode 49. My head is in a tizzy. I don't know if I'm coming or going.
Yeah, congratulations on that. 49.
49.
So that's been
It's
one
been
a week.
Fight. It's been a struggle, and it's not over yet. Just
No.
before we started taping, all sorts of questions about episode 50 arose.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff going on tonight. It's going to be huge, though. It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
We're going to get Jay back out later in the next segment, I think. I think we need to
Right
bring
on.
Jay back on before we do
Cool.
the wrap. Anyways, we have
Yeah.
to go to our last commercial break. Do you want
Okay.
to play a song before? You wanna
Sure.
Play us into the commercial break?
Yeah, okay, I'll do it right now.
All right.
When they tune that fiddle and they tighten that bow, gonna dance with a lady in calico in all the world. She's a calico girl. Steps so pretty and she steps so light, and I'm gonna take her in my arms tonight. Gonna have a little twirl with the calico girl. Hey, calico girl, will you dance with me this evening? Just to take your hand, I'd be barely breathing. Well, she don't like cotton and she don't like tow. Won't wear nothing but calico in all the world. She's a calico girl. Hey, calico girl, will you dance with me this evening? Just to take your hand, I'd be barely breathing. Why, she don't like cotton and she don't like tow. Won't wear nothing but calico in all the world. She's a calico girl in all the world. She's a calico girl. Yeah, she's a calico girl.
Steve Palmer in the Shock TV studios tonight. We have to take our last commercial break. I've always wanted to do this. I'm going to stand right on the logo for when it goes into the big dissolve above me. Let's do this. The last commercial break, episode 49. Lots more Steve Palmer coming up after this.
Do you know how many people get their water from underground? Water can come from the surface or underground. Groundwater is found in the layers of soil and rock beneath our feet in saturated areas called aquifers. This water source is collected in wells and supplies about half of North America's drinking water. The problem is, the quality and safety of this underground water is directly affected by what we do on the land above it. What can you do to keep your drinking water safe? Groundwater starts on the surface, so whatever you put on your lawn that the plants don't use can seep into the groundwater. This includes excess chemicals and fertilizers, and even oil spills, so be sure to dispose of them properly. It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think? For more information on how you can be more water aware, visit waterunderfire.ca.
The monarch's return after its long winter absence in Mexico and California is a sign that the Canadian summer has also returned. But because of environmental threats like pesticides and the loss of breeding habitat, the familiar orange, black, and white of Canada's best-known butterfly may become an uncommon sight. To learn more about the monarch and discover how you can help protect Canada's wildlife, visit hww.ca.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Palmer.
I'm as fresh as a daisy, everything's crazy, feeling that morning glow. Putting your love in my pocket, next to my heart and soul. I'm getting ready, been going steady, still got a few miles to go. Getting this new day started, I'm taking the morning road. Now the sunlight touches the valley, come on, Dallivoo. Saying hello to the morning, bringing it home to you. I got the key to the highway, booked up and ready to roll. Getting this new day started, taking the morning road. Now the sunlight's up on a mountain, pointing the way to go. Up of the dawn, getting it on, finding my way back home. Nothing but blue sky above me, nothing but love in my soul. Getting this new day started, taking the morning road. I'm getting the new day started, out on a morning road.
Steve Palmer in the Shaw TV studios tonight. We are wrapping up Stripped Down, episode 49. Did you have a good time, sir?
I did. I had a wonderful time, Curtis. Thank you so
Okay.
much for having me.
No, we're not done yet, sir.
No.
We've got to wrap up with you.
No.
I always call the last song out of the break the showcase song, although I don't actually ever tell the artists that. That's just
No.
kind of something I run in my head because it sounds good. Was that the showcase song?
Well, that's the lead. That's the lead song of my new CD, Morning
Okay.
Road. But the one I'm going to end with, the instrumental version of "The Water Is Wide," the old folk song, is actually my top download.
Okay.
So,
Well, I've officially lost your CDs. I've been carrying them all
Okay.
over the place, but that's okay. The discs, again, are available.
on CD Baby, CD Isle, iTunes. There they are.
Thanks, Jesse.
Just like that.
Okay.
And of course, from my website, spmusic.ca.
You've hit me with a lot of information tonight.
Yeah.
So you mostly play solo now?
Mostly solo, yeah,
Okay.
mostly solo so far. I am starting to fit in my friend Brody on bass. He unfortunately wasn't able to be here tonight, but he's going to be doing quite a few more of my Saskatchewan dates with me.
The whole premise of Stripped Down is that bands would have to come in and play acoustic.
There
And
you
play
are.
acoustically. So I'm legally obligated to ask this question every single episode. What are people going to get if they take in a Steve Palmer show? Is it going to be different than what you've seen tonight?
No.
You're not going to plug in, amps open?
No, nothing like that. There's a very large sing-along element. My gigs actually come with a little sing-along booklet,
No.
so people can sit there and
Are you
sing along.
serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, I
That's
come along
really
with-
cool.
Yeah. So people have fun with that.
Crowd must love that.
Oh yeah, they do. Old time songs. I just explained to them the main thing in singing in group was always wrong and strong beats light and right.
All right. You're someone who seems like they've almost seen it all in the music industry here in Canada.
No, nowhere near.
Hit us with some final words of advice, Mr. Palmer. What do you
Final
say to
words?
these young kids that are starting out, wanting to do what you've done?
Well, number one, I would advise them not to do that. I'd say get after it. I'd say get after it early, get after it, and stay on it. You know, do what, follow your aspirations, follow your dreams. Do not fall into earning a living, and all that kind of thing. Build it, and they will come. Have a little faith. Have a lot of faith in yourself, and have a lot of faith in others. That's what I'd say.
Parents all over Saskatchewan are rubbing the temples right now. Okay, let's bring Jay Neufeld.
Right on.
Let's wrap this up, sir. It's been a fun night.
It's been a wonderful
Thank you
night.
for putting up with the banter about episode 50. It's been a long time in the making. Thank you for filling the 49th hour. Do you want to say this, of course, airs in Moose Jaw? Do you want to give shout-outs or anything before you get into your final song?
Just load everybody in Moose Jaw. I'll see you
Hi
at
to your
Bobby's place
girlfriend.
sometime. And hello to Lorraine, of course, as always, but she knows she's always in my thoughts.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The final song, sir, playing us out tonight.
This is a great old tune called The Water Is Wide.
All right, I got to say thank you to the sponsors real quick. And there it is, episode 49. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to Mother's Music, Ultimo Yurimoto, and of course, Escape Sports. Again, check the website. Episode 50 is going to come soon, and it's going to be the greatest 90 minutes in local television history. And we're going to do it. Why? Because we can. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Palmer, thank you so much.